Good morning, Baltimore. It is 4:36 a.m., the 3rd of April, 2020. We're talking about the 2020 census. Well, I'm going to talk about the 2010 census. We're going to talk about the last 13 years. I've been making a movie about y'all's Democratic Party. Joshua Harris is in the movie, Mary Washington, the Democratic Party, period. All right? So I'm going to show you, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not from Baltimore. I'm from a place called Zion. I didn't go to Poly. I didn't go to City. I didn't go to Western. I didn't go to none of this. You know what I'm saying? This nepotism that y'all got going on here in Baltimore. I came here straight out of Illinois Department of Corrections. So my allegiance is to the streets. It's to the brothers that's been locked up. That's the common denominator here. Homelessness and the prison industry. That's it. Plain and simple. It's not really complicated. I use Martin Luther King as a prop because y'all use Martin Luther King as a prop. You use Malcolm X as a prop because y'all don't practice what they taught y'all. I practice what they preach, and I live it like that. All right, so here we go. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, social media for social change. If you go to MySpace, that's where I started this at in 2006. I elevated myself from MySpace to Facebook, Facebook to Twitter, Twitter to Instagram, and YouTube. You can check all my YouTube videos. It's evidence for my case. If you look at my Facebook page right now, that's when the Department of Justice gave me a case file. I got a hell of a case file with the Department of Justice, with the FBI, because I've been an activist since 1986. I'm what you call a sleeper cell. And I've been to jail. You can check my paperwork with the Department of Justice, the FBI, Brian Frost, Doug Gansler, Governor O'Malley, Governor Hogan, and Governor Ehrlich. All right. Activism is against the law in America. That's one of them unwritten laws. Except the only thing with me is I took you to court about your activism. I took you to court about your courts. And I couldn't did this by myself, so I created an underground network of friends. Like y'all had Baltimore The Wire. This is Baltimore Rewired. Let me show you something. That's Staples. Now you see the tracking numbers on this, all right? I don't want no misunderstandings. That's graphic imaging over on 25th Street. Graphic and imaging been closed for a long time. All right, and I send this to Lori from Graphic Imaging. And Lori's daughter did the first commercial for me. I paid her $5 to do it. Now we talking about the census, and the census ain't really including homelessness, and the census ain't including a lot of inmates and prisoners. That's Senator Cardin's. All right, that's Senator Cardin's, but we're gonna talk about this picture here. That's me and Mary Washington. News. That's Joshua Harris. That's the toilet in front of the Walters Art Gallery. That's the toilet over on North Avenue. Because see, a toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. And I use toilet as art to expose the shit we go through. That's my DVD that everybody had. Nobody want to talk about. That's the prison industry. That's Snoop from The Wire. All right. And you ask Snoop if she knows somebody named Penny and Charlie Stokes. You ask Snoop if she know Charlie Stokes and Penny. I let her tell that story. That's me and Waukegan. Like I said, this is all about potty training politicians, because people pay attention to dumbass shit. And that's some dumbass shit. I use the toilet to beat you. Just like the Bible story with Samson and Delilah. And Samson used the jawbone of an ass. Well, I use the toilet just like Samson used that jawbone. This is the Baltimore City Senators. All right. That's Barbara Robinson. That's Nathaniel Oakes. That's Joan Carter Conway. And that's Nathaniel Pullum. And I'm giving you these names. I won't have no misunderstandings about nothing I do. Now, Nick Mosby was Counselor Mosby when we did this. I gave him my shorty program. Kevin Bilal was Mosby's left-hand man in States Attorney's office. These two right there, that's why I shut them down. And they know why. And they won't deny nothing I'm telling them. Samuel Rosenberg, District 41. You've been knowing about this since the beginning, because we talking about North Ave. I mean, we talking about Park Heights, the lower Park Heights and higher Park Heights. U.S.C, yeah. Y'all know me very well. And you got all my paperwork from the beginning. You, Bobby Zirkin, Broshini, Lafferty. We talking about that money y'all was diverting into y'all's pockets, into y'all's programs. Like I said, all I need is a forensic scientist. And we'll count the money real quick. Nathaniel Oates, you got out of this real... Nathaniel McFadden, you got out of this real quick. But I gave you the Minority Report and you sent it back. Me and Sharon Galloway was filming down there in Annapolis. Right after I got locked up, I came to your office. Bill Ferguson, you really got mad at me because when we did that march for immigration, I came to knock on your front door. Yeah, I was the one banging on your door. Came down to Annapolis, I was banging on your door. Now I'm going to bang on you on social media. Social media, social changes. Frank Conway Jr., your daddy destroyed evidence. And all the evidence that I'm talking about, you can go directly to Senator Antonio Hayes. He got all of it. It's called I Am Dred Scott. And it names you, breaks you down, and it shows you my journey for justice. I'm showing you these pictures because I don't want no misunderstandings. I don't like the he say, she say shit. So when I say what I say about you, I'm going to pull your card. I don't want no misunderstandings about what I say about you or who I said it to. Because I'm saying this shit to the world. Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Because see, y'all dragged me through the mud. Y'all called me a terrorist. No, you didn't do your job. You been getting paid to lock Black Baltimore up. That's Kurt Anderson. He been knowing about this since the beginning. I took pictures with him and had him holding the Minority Report. McIntosh and Mary Washington, when y'all did gay marriage and gay equality, y'all ran with that shit. While y'all was running y'all's campaign, y'all was running stop and frisk and zero tolerance. Baltimore City's under the dissent decree. Baltimore County ain't. And I'm speaking up for Baltimore City and Baltimore County. You can also file lawsuits. And I went to file a $54 million lawsuit against your prison industry in your courts. And you knew about it. That's Mary Washington. That's Mary Washington and Shorty. That's Mary Washington. That's Shorty's prison industry. That's Mary Washington and McIntosh. Dog, I dropped them videos off at your office. I put them on your door. That's the 2010 census. I asked to be deported, and I can show you the videos. I asked to be deported and give up my citizenship in 2010. That's my address, 1402 Lochner. Y'all got mad because I had Martin Luther King's job. I use Martin the same way you use Jesus. I applied for his job. And I applied for the job on 1/17/2011, long before you locked me up. And I gave that information to the States Attorney's Office. Now, me and you had the conversation about the war on drugs and ending the war on drugs. Yeah. Each and every one of y'all had a conversation with me. And each and every one of y'all know me. It's the Shorty Sideshow. Dog, and I'm getting ready to show out. You go get all the emails from Teller Branch's office, from Dee Shortman at AOL.com, because what he ain't got, I can produce. Cheryl Glenn, same thing with you. Everything that you, Senate Bill 374, you passed that bill. Delegate Corey McCray, tell him about the books I gave out. Gave out over 500,000 books. Gave them to your mother. I gave them to you over your stuff over on Patapsco, over on Caton Avenue, where you work at. Now, Clippinger, you asked for evidence. Man, I got the evidence. I got the evidence that you really don't want to see, but I'm going to give it to you because you asked for it. See, white people like what they say. Proof is in the pudding. Well, I'm going to be putting this shit in your face. Delegate Robin Lewis. Brooke Lieberman. Yeah. Baltimore County Senators. Y'all got this, and y'all going to have to act on this. Baltimore County Senators. Klausmer. You really got mad at me when I talked about opioids and legalizing heroin. Y'all want to legalize opioids, legalize heroin, legalize drugs, periods, and end the war on drugs. But my main focus was Bobby Zirkin and his law firm and his ties to Judge Turnbull, Judge Souder, and Judge Papaya. Your ties to them judges is going to be your downfall because you was making a lot of money off of black bodies while you was in office. The Senate Judiciary Committee. And we're going to pull all your paperwork up. Mic check. Now, Broshin, you got out. But you ain't out. Nathaniel Pullum, Shirley, Nathan Pullum, you too. Grammar. Man, like I said, y'all making this real easy for me. Because all I got to do is pull up your paperwork. You're a public official. I don't need your signature. I don't need none of that. But I'm going to break your criminal enterprise down, and I'm going to break your racist ass down like Senator Delegate Pat McDonough. Yeah. You talk about Jim Crow. You talk about, wow. Fix your toupee, Donald Trump. Now we go straight to Speaker of the House, Jones, Adrian Jones, 10th District, Appropriations Committee. We're going to talk about you the Speaker of the House now. Shelley Hellerman, you the Senator now. You took over Zirkin's spot. Well, y'all two ladies, y'all women's power, y'all need to talk about what I gave y'all. I'm talking about accessing the grand jury. I ain't asking you to write a new law. Y'all closed the session real early, but I asked my question on the first day. You feel me? The first day. So get y'all a cup of coffee because I got mine. We talking about all of y'all, white, black. If you sitting in them seats, then you gonna have to defend me. And Delegate Terry Hill, I'm not talking about a dentist bill. We talking about the bills on your desk. When I come to y'all's meetings and y'all's events, y'all don't want to talk to me at all. Y'all hurry, cut, and run. When I put that camera in your face, dog, y'all doing live feeds now. I've been doing live feeds for years. And I got these pictures, so when I talk about you, I'm going to put your face on it. So we don't do no he say, she say shit. That's the sideshow. And I ain't Sideshow Bob. Now, Senator Sitnor. We're going to talk about the 2010 elections. We're going to talk about everything since you got elected. And Lafferty, we're going to talk about you while you was in office and the money you making while you out of office. Money count itself. And just because you ain't sitting in that seat don't mean that you ain't getting paid. I'm a caterer. I've been in your houses. I'm an inmate. I've been in your courts. I know how the money flow. So go to Delegate Pat Young. And go straight to Senate President Thomas Miller. Mike, what's up? See, me and Mike Miller know each other from Senator Kelly. Senator Kelly is front of the old card. Senator Kelly Insurance. Because Kelly Insurance got a lot of influence and a lot of money down there. And yeah, he got it in Charles County. He got it in Baltimore County. He got it in Baltimore City. We talking about old money. Peter Francott know about that. Because Peter Francott learned from Governor Schaefer. But like I said, I want my money. Me and me and Senator Mr. Miller got a video page. It's called Puppet Law. You go to Puppet Law on YouTube and you're going to see me and him face to face, not just Facebook. If you deny you know me on earth, is you going to deny you know me in heaven? Dog, I applied for the job because it's been vacant for 50 years. I'm a 50s baby. Y'all got Tyrone West. I had Emmett Till. You feel me? I had Medgar Evers. I had Fred Hampton. These are the people that they killed when I was growing up. I'm a grown man. They gone, but they not forgotten. I asked for sanctuary. You got a law in Maryland called the Sanctuary Law. And I asked for sanctuary. And like I said, D.D. Shortman at the AOL.com is going to show you everything. See the date of the picture? 2/23/2009. It's a legal notice. I got a constitutional right of self-representation. Dog, and I know how to represent myself. I represent my hood. Because I'm good in the hood I go. And I'm good in the courtroom. I ain't lost a case. I ain't even lost child support cases. Dog, take me to court. Take me to court. We get a jury trial. We're going to put this all on Facebook. That's Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Lake County, Illinois. That's a case file. Frank Conway had this. Frank Conway Jr. had this. Baltimore City delegation had this. Baltimore County delegation had this. That's my signature. That's Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, Attorney General Gansler, Attorney General Lisa Madigan, and President Obama. Because Obama asked for an investigation. I'm the subject of the investigation. Now that's Governor O'Malley, and that's my son Philip. That's Governor O'Malley's security, and that's Pastor Jerome Stevenson right there. This was at the 2010 census. All right, that's Pastor Jerome Stevens. All right, and my son told Governor O'Malley, "Don't kill me," and Governor O'Malley turned white as a ghost, because me and my son was making a movie, Baltimore Rewired, showing your prison industry, the cradle of prison pipeline. My son was in Hickey. I sent him to Hickey because he wanted to be a bad boy. So I let him know what bad boys got to do. Now Governor Hogan, Governor O'Malley, y'all make a lot of money off of black bodies, the cradle of prison pipeline. You spend $40,000 a year to incarcerate me and only $12,000 to educate me. That shit gonna change. That's my birthday wish. You see the date? That's my birthday wish. Washington. Jane Weibel from the Hearst Foundation. You see that email? ddshortman@aol.com. December 13th, 2009. Yeah. Jerome Stevens, Senator Cardin's office. Larry Lesser from CNN. John Cardin's House Judiciary Committee. Yeah. Baltimore City FBI. Like I said, I want everybody's names, dates. I don't want nothing misunderstood. I'm a whistleblower. Social media, and that's Dred Scott, 1857. Dred Scott versus Sanford. The Supreme Court ruled that African Americans are not U.S. citizens and cannot be sued in federal court. That's Style Magazine. All right, I own Shorty's. That's Baltimore's Best. Like I said, I own Shorty's. That's Baltimore's Best. Big salary survey. If you go to these magazines, dog, I'm in them. I'm in them. See the email? Randallstown for Change. See the date? January 2009. I was a non-profit, man. Y'all locked up a non-profit and an advocate. And here's my advocacy. That's Jeff Majors. Yeah. Y'all see the people that I know? This is Photoshop right here. That ain't me and President Obama. But that's the Big Fat Morning Show. Mark Clark. Clinton. It's the Get Shorty program. Because we're going to talk about race and racism. And you get to own me for a year. That's Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Place. That's Governor Schaefer. That's Sam Cassels. This is Carrie Bennett. And she wrote a story about Shorty. Like I said, we just telling stories and telling truths. I know you can't see me, but I'm the black guy in the middle. And that's Addie. We did a birthday party for Addie. 2009, my activism. 2009, you see that? 2007, I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. So I was showing you your booking cards. Kai Jackson, Vic Carter, Mary Mubala. Yeah, all of y'all knew about it. Because y'all got this. That's Addie. I was Addie on a birthday party. We gave Addie a birthday party. I was doing a documentary about racism out in Baltimore County. And I did it in Baltimore County. And I did it with white people doing it. See him holding my magazine article? He's from Britain. But he was up here on vacation. Like I said, this is an all-inclusive, a social scientific experiment. That's the Baltimore that's the Baltimore Ravens. All right, that's my son Philip. Yonda's in here. Malatolo. cookouts at St. Mary's College. I've been with the Ravens since y'all had Terry Marchibroda here. I watched y'all grow and y'all grew my business. And that's me and my toilet at my store. See that? Baltimore. Baltimore was on the toilet. And these white people was flushing y'all. That's my store. Baltimore's best. And that's me where I started at in Owings Mills. I started with a little bitty Weber grill. You feel me? I started with nothing and turned it into a dynasty. I turned it into an empire. I turned something into nothing. Turn shit to sugar and sugar to shit and have fun doing it. It ain't a job when you have fun. Activism ain't a job. It's having fun. You see this? This is meat week. Shorty's best ribs. All right? Shorty's best pulled pork sandwich. You feel me? I got the best of the best. Best hospitality. Shorty. Dog, I ain't self-promoting. This is what people say about me. And this is from 2009. And I'm still shining. Now, y'all love 98 Rock. You go to 98 Rock and you ask 98 Rock about me. We did a show. Y'all had to ban half the shit I said. Now y'all say everything I said. Then y'all say now. My meat tastes good in your mouth. Yeah, and you swallow. See these white people? We talking about race and racism. Racism don't work without black cooperation. And you can't fight white racism without white cooperation. So I did a movie and a documentary about being black in America. I'm the only black man at this store. That's Richard Wright. He's a lawyer on Charles Avenue and Maryland Avenue, or Charles and Madison. Y'all burnt his office down. His office had most of my evidence in it. You can go ask Richard. He drive a little Porsche. Yeah. His son is David Wright. He's on Facebook. Y'all can find it. Everybody know me. Yeah. Shorty's bootleg barbecue. I'm good wherever I go. I'm like Dred Scott. That's Lori Penzick from Fox 45. And I am not standing on a crate, dog. That's how tall she is. She looked like she worked for the Lakers. That's my store on Falls and Mount Carmel. Way out there. Y'all had the Ku Klux Klan have a rally out there. Yeah. These are the people I work for and the people I work with. See, food is a common denominator. Everybody like barbecue. That's the truck you stole from me. See it? His meats taste good in your mouth. Yeah. White people, they got a common denominator. They like barbecue. I didn't pay these people to hug me. I didn't pay these people to come up to me. They came up there because they love me. You feel me? I was making a movie and a documentary about racism. That's the picture he holding of me. In Padonia Road. Because I've been on Falls in Joppa, Falls in Padonia, and Falls in Mount Carmel. I'm the king of barbecue on Falls Road. Don't get it twisted. To be the best, you got to beat the best. And ain't nobody beat me yet. Nobody beat me yet. See? A&W root beer. Now that's the Ravens when I started on Falls Road when Terry Marchibroda was your coach. That's how long I've been here. Shorty Pit Beef. That was I forgot his name, but that's one of the players from the Ravens. That's me doing a catered event. 5-star catered event. And I'm still feeding Baltimore. I'm still feeding Baltimore. Because see, food don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. And neither do I. I just want your money. See that? That's called hidden assets. So I'm coming after y'all's hidden assets. I want a federal and a state audit. I'm coming after y'all's money. Because I ain't got none. And the man that ain't got nothing, got everything to gain. I done lost everything more than one time. But I'm on my way up. Like Richard Pryor. Which way is up? Dog, I got my direction together. See them holding my shorty sign? See them petting the white horse? Now that's Kathleen Hughes and Mary and Jamie Lee Foster Brown from Sister to Sister magazine. That's Kathleen Hughes from Radio 1, TV 1. Larry Young. Yeah. WOLB. When I came and shut y'all shit down, y'all got mad than a motherfucker. Mike check. Never bite the hand that feeds you, dog. I bite back. See? Me holding the ribs. Google me. I ain't hard to find. We did a party at the store the 13th, the 4th of July. So these are the people that came to the party. And we videotaped the party. I made them take a number. That was number 1, number 2. And we went up to like 90 people that came during the day. I had 90 people come up to my store. That's number 11. That's 14. That's number 9. And that's Addie at her birthday party. I'm the black guy with the white teeth because that's all you can see in this picture. All right. That's Sissy. That's Adley's sister. Now, this was in 2010. So they should be like 18, 19, almost 20 years old now. Yeah. That's number 19. Man, we used to get drunk and everything together. We had fun. That's my cousin David. He died about first of the year. No, he died in December. He died, his mother died, my other cousin died. So rest in peace, nephew. That's Mary Washington from the Supremes. Mary Wells from the Supremes. The original Supremes. And that's me. That's Vicki Lawrence from Mama's Place. And that's me. I cater for 85% of the richest people in the States. Celebrities, homeless people, dog, from the bottom to the top. They know me. Because I'm good at what I do. That's Addie's birthday party. And we had horse and pony rides. Yup. White people let me be around their white kids. You know what I'm saying? White people let me. So you ain't got to be scared of the black man with dreads. You ain't got to clutch your purse. You feel me? So I was breaking down racial barriers. Because I don't see no other black people in these pictures. Except this one. This is a black and white couple. And they live out there. All right? They live out there in Hereford. Because that's where I was at. And we took the toilet to New York City. That's Times Square. That's when Shrek came out. The original Shrek. I made Philip take the toilet to New York because he was acting the fuck out. So I made him carry the toilet like Jesus carried the cross. And we got my point across. See that? That's a smiling face. He got a plate of ribs. He ain't got no potato salad. He ain't got no coleslaw. He ain't got nothing but a cup of coffee and a half a rack of ribs. Ribs. See that old lady? She ain't even got no teeth in her mouth. But she love them ribs. She'll gum them to death. Gumby, damn it. Now, this is for the who's who in Baltimore, because y'all know him. I forgot his name, but he one of the power elite up here. He got that building downtown. And that's Philip when he was a little boy. Like I say, I mess with money in Baltimore. Like I say, the who's who. We fuck with families and everything. That's my guy. His kids is grown now. Everybody had fun at Shorty's because we didn't care what color you was. We just had fun. Drinking Jack Daniels. Drink Scotch whiskey all day long. Call me Deacon Blue. See the toilet was there? That's the Baltimore Sun's article about me called Pit Stops. Because the Baltimore Sun did it. See Martin Luther King? See me? See the toilet? That's a hell of a way to apply for a job, but I applied for it in public accommodations. I had the right to piss on you. I had the right to shit on you. I got the right to piss you the fuck off. Art and activism. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And they pay attention to Frederick Douglass. They pay attention to Dred Scott. Because they're going to pay attention to Judge Turnbull. Because you see the date of this? That's September 2009. That's Judge Turnbull. And it was talking about Shellenberger. and was talking about Dred Scott. Right there, Dred Scott decision of 1857. I hope you don't share the views of Chief Justice Towning. Sorry to say, Mr. Shellenberger does. Dog, I turned y'all in. Not only turned y'all in, I made a movie about y'all. I am Dred Scott. Now that's President Bush. And that's my house on 1402 Lochner. Because when Tim Russert from NBC News, his son played baseball. Luke Russert. And they came to St. Paul's to play. So me and Tim was talking about this. So Tim said, write letters to the president. I said, the president will never answer. He said, it don't matter if he answered. You wrote the letter. So the president answered or not, he answered the letter. The Honorable Mr. Steele, I raised $15,000 for his campaign. Bart Mitchell's house on Lutherville, Maryland. Kendall Ehrlich's was cowboy at the Halloween party. Dog, yeah, I wrote the president. I gave him a down low about y'all. Not only the president, in 2007, I wrote, that's my store on Falls Road. That's Governor Blagojevich. And that's Senator Ben Cardin's. Because, see, I had to go city, county, state, and federal levels. Just like Dred Scott. He was a slave in Illinois, and he was a free man in Missouri during the Missouri Compromise. So I'm just showing you that racism still exists. Right there. That's the Attorney General of Illinois, 08 IG 00094. That's my case number in Illinois. False imprisonment for filming a documentary. Yeah, about racism in the Lake County judicial system. I am Dred Scott. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. You feel me? But when I came back off probation, I went right back to work. Because that's August 23rd, 2009. Yeah. See that? Block party gets bigger and better. That's me cooking on Park Heights in St. Charles. Yeah. Davis, who owns a barbecue business, said he and other companies, a car wash, a shoe store, and a bail bondsman, offered to provide food and entertainment. We had a blast that day. We set the standard for block parties, and we did it with nothing. See that? Forum panel cites multiple factors that influence kids to join gangs. This is in Lake County, Illinois in 2007. All right. Giovanni Harris left. Shorty Davis, brother of the father, respectively of a 16-year-old boy, was shot and killed in Zion. Listed during an open meeting to discuss community violence issues at the Shiloh Center in Zion. All right. Family factors. Economic analysis. Gangs. You feel me? I broke y'all down. And I'm still standing my ground. I ain't gonna change. This is my film crew, because y'all said something about me not having a film crew. That's Rob Fix. Me and him fell out. See the cameraman? See the, yeah. That's one of the storyboards that you stole. The attack, no attack occurred. Because I never committed a bomb threat. That's Rob Fix. You see them filming? Now this was filed June 2008. With the Circuit Court, Sally Coffett. That's the case number, 0CF 49888. Felony probation. All right. Conditional discharge. Yeah. I had a mental health evaluation, did all that. That's the state of Illinois. Just like Dred Scott, the state of Illinois. Read and Google Dred Scott. The similarities are amazing. That's the White House. 2008. President Bush responded. Melissa Bennett was his press secretary. All right. Director of appointments and scheduling. That's my store on Falls Road. But before I could make that appointment, y'all locked me the fuck up. Yeah. Like Dred Scott, I petitioned my government and my president. Now, this is the pig roast that I did in silent auctions for Jacob. Yeah. I did this in 2009. Yeah. And this is Jacob. We did it in Hampstead. These are the good things that I do in the community. Like I said, this is 2007, before I got locked up. That's Frank and Janet Kelly from Kelly Insurance. All right. Dwayne Davis has been operating Shorty's Pit Beef for many years, originally at the Green Springs Station, the last several years on Falls Road, Shorty's Ridge store. All right. That's from Senator Kelly. These are other stories about me. My summer with Shorty. So I want to know when I became. Thanks for all you've done. During my high school years, my brother and I, a promising football career. All right. That's BB&T, because in 2007, I sold him a trailer. And he been in business ever since. Changed his life with a barbecue grill. That's the Maryland Creative Problem Solvers. I worked for them too. March 10th, 2007, St. Paul's. Say my name. To whom it may concern. North Central Director of the Maryland Creative Problem Solvers Incorporated. Destination Image Nation. March 2007. That's Thomas B. All right. March 2007. Rises Court. December 13th, 2007. I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. That's December the 13th. What? 13 more days later? No. 11 days later, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. And I brung this to Waukegan. To whom it may concern. I'm writing this to help Shorty to vouch for his character. Fuck, I went from community activist to terrorist. This is Heartfest. 2003. All right. Heartfest 2003. Roger Blumenthal, chairman. It says, Dwayne G. Davis, a few weeks ago, you sent your letter thanking you for your support in the Heartfest. Dog, I raised a lot of money for y'all in Baltimore. A lot of money. Baltimore City, Baltimore County. That's Johns Hopkins University. Shorty's Pit Beef 2003. Preventative Cardiology. Very grateful for the participation of Shorty's Pit Beef in the 13th Annual Heartfest. January 18th at Martin's West. That's Randallstown, my community activism. And right here is the Shorty's program. And the Shorty's program broke you down. It goes social life skills. It goes economics, political, medical, environmental. All right. I gave you careers, not jobs. I gave you careers. And I educated you to end the school to prison pipeline. All right. $100 million been diverted for youth jails. Well, with this coronavirus and this C-19 that's going on, you got a lot of us going to end up dead in jail. They're going to end up dead on the streets because you don't see nothing for the homeless programs. I don't see nothing for the youth prisons. I don't see nothing for the adult prisons. And y'all want to let them out. When you let them out and if they sick, they're going to infect the population. So if they're in there, treat them while they're there before you let them out. Don't send in infected people back into a population. Now that we have all this on the table and you running for office in 2020, Kwasi Nkrumah, you got to see me if you win the seat because Congressman Cummings had my paperwork. So we don't have no misunderstandings. Jill P. Carter, you still sitting as senator. Mary Washington, you still sitting. Well, then y'all need to give me access to the grand jury. 2020 session going to resume in May. I won first. My name is at the top of the list because I've been waiting since 2007. City, county, state, and federal levels. I'm out $2.6 million. I'm not on this stimulus package. The state owed me money. The state accept forged checks. The state participated in fraud. Do what you got to do, but never play with a player. Never try to pimp a pimp. I'm going to show you how to make $1 out of 13 cents. Mail. Contact the mailman. Put it in the bag. I'll holler.